Jeremy, what was the purpose of today's Family Induction Day?
So this is the formal introduction to the Academy and the new season. One of the big things is to celebrate really and try and make sure that everyone's had a pat on the back for the journey to get to this point. And then the second part of it is to actually set them up for some success for the season. So make sure they've got all the information for this year, had all the information from different departments, had some really key messaging from the club, from the Academy, and really understood what we're trying to achieve. And then off they go on their journey.
Lots of photos being taken, lots of excited families. There's a real sense of pride at these youngsters joining Wycombe Wanderers, and that must be so pleasing for you and your staff to see.
Yeah, and obviously, 2012, the Academy shut down. This is the first time that we're doing it. We're back in the FA Youth Cup as a club. We've got people here, now starting to champion and be ambassadors for the club. Young people, families, and we're just trying to bring them together as a community, really. So that's been really, really successful so far today.
To see today's culmination of months and months of hard work, obviously it was, you were the first employee for the new Academy to now see its growth, and we're not done yet, are we?
We aren't done, that's right. We're now at 20 full-time staff, 25 players. We will continue to grow the PDP, so we'll start making that in towards an under-18s and a 21s. So growth is still coming, but I would say now we're at a point now where we've got very much the core, the nucleus of what we want, and we're now got to start trying to put the processes, the programs, the culture, and really build that out.
The pathways into the first team and integration with the first team is already there to be seen. You've had young players training and playing friendly matches with the first team, and also Mike Dodd's being here today sharing his insights from his career. Yeah,
and I've been at many clubs and had lots of great interactions with first team managers and first team club staff. It's never been easier in my job at this club because the motivation is there. It's not a tick box, and they're doing it right. So 2 boys have been up at Loughborough this week, or this last part of the week. I had some great feedback about them already. They already want one back for next week, so we're in a really, really good place like that. And yeah, I hope Mike Dodds didn't get any speeding tickets driving down the motorway, but we're really grateful for being here because he is a massive, massive part of what hopefully these boys will need in the future, but also his experience of being a youth developer and transitioning young players into senior football. He's got a wealth of experience, so we've been able to tap out some of that information and knowledge, and the boys have asked him questions, which has been great.
What are the next steps for the Academy between now and the start of the season in August?
Yeah, I think the whole of pre-season we're treating as a bit of an onboarding and induction process because everything's new. So we're trying to make sure that everyone's upskilled and understands what the expectations are. And that goes from the game model and how we try and play football to how we work and operate and the code of conducts that we might have at the training ground. And by the end of it, we want them to be a team. That's ultimately it.
And part of that team building process comes with a trip to Cork as well.
Yeah, we're so lucky. Again, the ownership group have really backed us on that. We felt that it'd be really important to take them away and do a lot of team bonding type stuff, but also on the pitch and really push them really hard as well. So that's to come next week. We're flying out to Cork for 5 or 6 days. We've got a couple of games out there, and that's where we can really accelerate the induction and onboarding process.
Fantastic. Well, we're excited to see it all come together.
Thanks, Matt.